Hello, Mark Foley Solicitor here again. This time I'm talking about wills. I'm frequently asked why should I make a will and about the costs of making a will. Well, you should make a will because if you don't, then you're probably not going to carry into effect what you would have wanted if you'd really thought about it and committed those thoughts to paper. If you don't have a will, then the rules of intestacy apply, and you probably won't have the person administer the estate who you would have chosen had you thought about it, and the distribution of the estate is fixed by law despite whatever intentions you may have had in the back of your mind or indeed your family's needs. If you are unmarried and live with a partner, then they may well not be able to benefit at all. Assets are distributed according to strict family relationships, so to parents, children, brothers and sisters, even cousins, uncle and aunts will benefit before a partner may. In law there's no such thing as a common law husband or wife. I've looked it up, it isn't defined anywhere. Under the rules of intestacy, even if you are married, then if you have children, your spouse will only get the first £250,000 of your estate, and that includes the value of your house. Now, if you take into account the typical value of a 4-bedroom house these days, that's could be exceeded by £250,000. Therefore, there's immediately a problem of how is your spouse going to stay in the house and the rules of intestacy be followed. It may be that your wife has to remortgage the house, or the house may have to be sold from under her or him. Other things that people worry about: inheritance tax. So as a single person at the moment, if your estate is £325,000 or less, you have no inheritance tax to worry about. If your estate is in excess of £325,000, then the estate is going to pay tax on that excess at 40%, so that's quite a lot of money. More people these days are worried about the problem of having to pay care home fees. Now, if in later life you have to go into a care home and the local authority has to pick up the bill, the local authority will try and recover that expense from your estate. Any capital that is in your estate in excess of £23,500 can be reclaimed by the local authority. Bear in mind, care home fees are going to cost at least about £2,000 a month or £24,000 a year for any kind of decent care home, so an estate can diminish at a rapid rate. One technique for trying to avoid this is to sever joint tenancy in a house, and then for husband and wife to make 2 wills which leave nothing to each other but give each other a right to remain in the house while the survivor of them is still alive. Now, this is accepted by the local authorities as being a valid way of mitigating the effects of care home fees by taking money out of a person's estate. So it's a way of attempting to preserve a larger amount of an estate and keep it out of the reaches of the local authority. If you'd like to know more, please ring me 078 3333 2055. The cost of doing a will, anything from £400 to £600 and higher if trusts and so on are involved, but look at what you're saving. It's a no-brainer in my opinion.